All the late hours accounted for, now clap for me. Every member of my team making a life story. Call it what you want, I just call it mandatory. It's all or nothing, ride or die, we can end the story. Locked up in the studio, this is commissary. My son breathing, so right now this is necessary. Punch the clock, flip the switch in the laboratory. Family business, I made it happen, now clap for me. Countless late nights from writing under lamp lights. Studio sessions only breaking months to sunset. This is life, late shows on stage, raising mics. Just so the next day you can air it just to raise your lights. A fan of Dave means you're doing something right. Watch the haters double up like it's a Vegas night. The stress triple could cripple you off spite. Boss life, fake it like it was alright. Blocking out the pain, staying changed from being bright. Put your problems on the drums and let it breathe life. Put your peace on the beats and let the streets decide. For heaven's sake, ride the beat and let it take flight. Make it loud as haters quiet and your fans riot. Trying to stay righteous when the world is biased. Redefining whatever the thin line is. Hate the game, but I love putting rhymes in. Hate the lanes, but I love when they rewind it. My alliance is tied with putting time in. No one, and I'd rather die than to not try it. Straight defiance, rather be broke than rich in silence. I guess I'm ass backwards like the deal you signing. Quit lying, meals are real when we all dining. Swear it's hard to relax until we all reclining. So if anything I said is fake, chime in. All the late hours accounted for, now clap for me. Every member of my team making a life story. Call it what you want, I just call it mandatory. It's all or nothing, ride or die, we can end the story. Locked up in the studio, this is commissary. My son breathing, so right now this is necessary. Punch the clock, flip the switch in the laboratory. Family business, I made it happen, now clap for me. Every moment now perfectly calculated. Every Sunday 9 p.m. open conversation. Got the whole team eating like they've been salivating. So many sleeping, the other half stuck hibernating. No longer waiting, the patience leading this ventilation. The compensation, anticipation is vindicated. Satisfaction, small fraction to this long equation. What these haters saying ain't swaying, the music playing. My words speak for itself, this that translation. No persuasion needed, feeding this elevation. Speculations, I'm staying until I make it. Rude awakening for anybody faking it. All these late nights out, working these days in. Grind mode, unpaved roads, I'm still pacing. The blueprint's sacred, and fresh ink and blatant. Spots vacant, the replacement's only here to take it. Chef's apron, I'm baking for Satan. Fuck the ratings, I'm hating, raping the cadence. What required maintenance now inspires greatness. I say that to say this, as clear as being naked. Still with no fears related, I'm just here and waiting. Dating the pages on the timeline that we created. Motivated by popular sanitation. Salutations to that second place consolation. All the late hours accounted for, now clap for me. Every member of my team making a life story. Call it what you want, I just call it mandatory. It's all or nothing, ride or die, we can end the story. Locked up in the studio, this is commissary. My son breathing, so right now this is necessary. Punch the clock, flip the switch in the laboratory. Family business, I made it happen, now clap for me. All the late hours accounted for, now clap for me. Every member of my team making a life story. Call it what you want, I just call it mandatory. It's all or nothing, ride or die, we can end the story. Locked up in the studio, this is commissary. My son breathing, so right now this is necessary. Punch the clock, flip the switch in the laboratory. Family business, I made it happen, now clap for me. Yeah, and this be the illest shit I ever wrote. And this be the illest shit that I ever spoke. The illest shit in between two quotes. But now you feeling good, go ahead and take notes. ATM salute.